Hi Dmitry, my name is Vitaly Kalos and I am an SEO expert. Here's what I suggest doing with your site in the first place. So here's my SEO workflow, and the first thing that I would recommend doing is the technical SEO step, which is making sure that your site doesn't have any major technical SEO issues that just prevented your site from ranking higher for your target keyword. And here's what I mean. For example, that would entail fixing missing alt attributes. Like if your page misses the alt attribute, that's an SEO issue because you're just missing out because you don't use the opportunity to better explain to search engines like Google what your page is all about. So this is what this images missing alt attribute error is all about. The same here. You have a bunch of images that don't have the alt attribute. So all these images, they just don't have it. And that's what I would suggest fixing. Also, you have HTTP URLs instead of HTTPS URLs, and that's an issue because in our day and age, you want to have all your URLs to be secure, which is HTTPS, and you don't want to use HTTP URLs. Plus, I would check your pages for pages. Sorry for the tautology. So, for example, like on this page, this page is broken. So I'm not sure if it's intended or not. So this sort of things need to be checked, and I would recommend basically checking to make sure that if a page is broken, that is intended, or if it's not intended, then I would recommend linking to a live page, because it's just, first of all, bad user experience. Second of all, it's not good for SEO. So that's basically, in a nutshell, what I would suggest doing for your site in terms of technical SEO. And of course, it's not the only things that I would check your site for and suggest fixing on the site. This is just a very quick look, pretty much off the top of my head, in terms of what I would suggest fixing on your site. Once you get back to me, I will be able to check, let me show you your site against the following potential issues. So let me show you. We're talking about all these potential issues, and I will check your site against them to make sure that you just do not have any crucial or really important technical SEO issues. So I'm gonna check for 4 pages, and all the others, like 500 pages, no follow issues, canonical URLs, yada yada yada, and so on. So there's a huge list of potential SEO issues that I will check your site against, and I will get back to you with a technical SEO report, a before technical SEO report that you will be able to take a look at. And once you improve it, approve it, I will fix the issues that I will have identified by the time you contact me. So I will check against this huge list of issues. So that is about specifically technical SEO step, and it is step number 1. Secondly, I would recommend doing keyword research if you plan on running a blog on your site. Well, let me see if I can find, in case you already have a blog. Let me double check it. So I cannot really see anything like that if I just quickly look around, but perhaps you just named it in a different way, and that's why I cannot find it. But the bottom line is that if you are considering launching a blog, or if you already have it but I just cannot find it right now, I would recommend generating a list of optimal topics for your blog, because that will allow you to start generating relevant traffic, not just with your main pages, but also with your blog posts. And let me give you an idea how that can look like. So for example, I can see that your main page is about London, and it's the most luxurious sightseeing. In a nutshell, here's how I would do it. So I take the word London, then I go to an SEO tool that allows to generate relevant keywords. So I'm entering London, and also, what was that? I guess sightseeing. Yes, luxurious sightseeing, for example. And now I'm gonna generate a bunch of well, I'm not sure about your target country at this point. I'm assuming it's let me see if I can find an address. I don't think I can find it here. So okay, let's assume you are targeting United States, just as an example, but of course I will tweak it according to your target country once you get back to me. So I'm using these two seed keywords, and I call them seed because I will generate other keywords. So these seeds will result into other relevant keywords, and that's why I call them seed keywords. So seed. Once I entered these two keywords, I'm clicking the, let me minimize myself here. I click the search button over here, and what is going to happen next? I'm going to see a bunch of relevant keywords. If I click matching terms, basically what it did, it used these two keywords to generate other relevant keywords. And make it more interesting, to make it like a blog friendly, I'm using the questions filter, which basically allows me to generate specifically questions. Let me see, maybe in this case I should use specifically London sightseeing. It may generate more relevant results. Yeah, this is right, more relevant results over here. So that's just to give you a better feel for what you can expect if we also do step number 2, keyword research. I would basically suggest keywords like this based on the topic of your site. Of course, if you have from 1 to 3 competitors, I can also analyze what's working for them and factor that in my deliverable for you when it comes to specifically step 2, keyword research. And once you have these topics, you will be able to create content around them, and like I said before, generate relevant content, relevant traffic this way, because people who search for or look for how to plan London sightseeing, how much spending money for sightseeing for London per day, blah blah blah, all these of course you would need to change the year here. All these topics are top funnel relevant keywords, and that would allow you to gradually get not just traffic, some random traffic of people who are not interested in what you have to offer, but specifically target traffic, because this sort of keywords, they are just relevant, and they will most definitely generate target traffic. So that's number 2, step 2. Now step 3, this is on page SEO, and what that entails is making sure that let me show you. That's making sure that you are using your target keyword in all the right spots across the page. So let me show you. Let's say that your most valuable keyword is this: most luxurious sightseeing. Okay, so if I search for that, I can see that you use it just over here. So that would be an issue, because you want to use the keyword first of all in your heading, because it's the most prominent part, and Google knows, and other search engines, they can identify that as well. So you would need to use it in the most visible text, and this is the heading that is the most visible on this page, and you want to make sure that you use your target keyword in the biggest heading. Again, if your actual keyword is most luxurious sightseeing or sightseeing bus, then you're doing it great if this is your keyword. But if if your main keyword is not here, not within this text, then you're just missing out on the opportunity to make your page more relevant and basically give your page a higher chance of ranking for your target keyword. So that's what, in a nutshell, what on-page SEO is all about. Plus, it's making sure that your keyword is used in your meta description, meta title, that you have images with your keyword. In this particular case, I don't think it's what's happening here. So we would need to work with that as well. So that's, again, just to give you a better feel for what the on-page SEO step is all about. And last but not least, link building. So what is link building all about? Basically, it's analyzing your competitors and doing what is working for them so that you can eventually overrank them. So here's what I mean. I'm going to copy your URL and I'm going to use an SEO tool that will allow me to see what your organic competitors are. So I'm clicking this and it gives me a list of sites that rank for similar keywords. So this is basically what I'm doing, just based on a very, very quick whatever I did here. Like I just entered your URL and this is what I can see. But I'm not really sure that this is, okay, maybe this is a good example because they are pretty much about, sightseeing in London. Yeah, so this is a great example actually. Let's assume this is one of your competitors. But before I proceed, let me tell you this. If you get back to me with from 1 to 3 competitors, your more direct competitors than this, I will analyze them and let you know what you should do in terms of link building and topics to cover on your blog and so on based on your competitors. But I'm using this just as an example. So just to give you an idea how that works. So let's assume this is your actual competitor, and I would check this domain for what sites mention or link to this domain. And again, I would go to, in this case, I would go to backlinks because I want to see who links back, who mentions this competitor with backlinks, clickable links. And I can see that they have these backlinks. And of course, it's tons of backlinks, so going over each of them would be a nightmare. Now, the good news is that we can use this interesting feature that is called Show Best Links Only. And this filter, if I apply it, will show only the best links to consider. And in this case, we have way fewer. And let's say we want to... so basically, these are the links that will move the needle when it comes to SEO for your site based on this competitor. So what's the next thing to do here is to check how the competitor got their backlinks, let's say on the first page. So what this report is telling me is that this competitor has, okay, it's not in English, so I'll skip this one. I will check this page. So what I'm seeing here is that this competitor has this clickable text, which is a backlink that points to them, and they use it, let's see, somewhere on this page. So I'm opening this page And now I'm gonna find the exact spot where it's used, where their link is. So they are in the night tours blog post, I believe, which is some sort of a listicle of 15 fun things to do in London at night. So if let me see. So yeah, it's a very relevant page. So the first thing that I would suggest doing here, and what I would try to do here, is getting in touch with the author. This is Vanessa, and checking what exactly it would take to get you mentioned somewhere on the page. Since it's a very relevant piece of content, it's about 15 fun things to do in London, and your site is also about London, about sightseeing, most luxurious sightseeing bus in the world, in this case in London. So that would make perfect sense to reach out to the author of the blog, and again, checking what it would take to get you mentioned in a similar way, something like this. Maybe not in this exact section, maybe like in a different section, maybe something about buses if they have it. No. Okay, yeah, there's a... No, wait a second, I guess there was something about buses. Okay. Bustling, all right. So perhaps we could check something like ask them whether they can place your link somewhere here. Again, if you provide night buses sightseeing, that would be ideal situation to there would be an ideal situation to refer to, and tell them that, okay, so we are very relevant. Would you consider linking back to the site, because what we have to offer is super relevant to what you have on this page. And in this particular case, it's very topically relevant, and this is basically the best way to go about link building. You want to get backlinks from high authority relevant pages, and in this particular case it's DR71, and DR, it's let me hide this one. DR, it's domain rating, basically how authoritative the site is, and in this case we have 71 out of 100, so that's very decent. So that's when it comes to the authoritativeness side. Plus, it's a very relevant page because it's, again, about 15 fun things to do in London at night. Super relevant to what you have to offer on your site. The only concern is that may be some sort of competitor, but that's a whole different story. Of course, that would be a bit different conversation if it is your competitor. But maybe it's just a blog post on some site that is open to the idea to exchange links, or just get a link, or just straightforward link to your site, and maybe they will have no problem with that. But again, that depends on the actual situation. Long story short, you want to get backlinks from the same sites that your competitors have backlinks from. So let me just give you one more example. I can see that the competitor has a backlink from here, and this is the text that they have on their page. Then I go to the page to see where the text is, and once I find the text, I can figure out basically what's the method, what's the angle here of how we can try to get your site mentioned on the site too. So this is something about Leadenhall Market, and okay, let's see if they have anything about buses. Okay, London bus. So this could be something where we can try to get your link. And it's Muggle's Guide to Harry Potter Filming Locations. Okay, great. And they also have, section about London. Piccadilly Circus, great. So again, high authority, it's DR 77, and it's topically relevant. It has a section at least about London, so that's a win-win. All right, so that's just to give you a quick overview, a bird's view overview of how it works, how specifically link building works. Just to sum it up, the first thing that I recommend doing is technical SEO, because once you do that, your site will be in a top-notch position for further search engine optimization activities. Secondly, I would suggest doing keyword research to make sure that you're targeting the most optimal keywords, like keywords that are not just relevant, but it's realistic to rank for them in a timely manner. Third, on-page SEO, which is about making sure that you use your keyword in the right spots on your page. And lastly, link building, which is, as I just demonstrated, basically getting backlinks from the same sites that your competitors have backlinks from, and identifying link building patterns, basically patterns that show what methods they used to get backlinks for their sites. These are the steps that I recommend. And if you have any questions, please let me know, and I will be more than happy to answer them. Thank you.